All right, everybody. I'm back here after the break, and we've got our Dragon Scout Team Player of the Week. And this one is another special one, folks. It's another starter who goes on the opposite side of the ball and tries to ruin the day of the guys he's got to play with on Friday. It's Tyree Anderson. This is a junior right here at Lakeside. Tyree, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having
Tell
me.
you what, man, listen, leave some hand for me, my guy.
Hey, firm handshake.
But so Tyree, you are a junior this year with this Lakeside Dragons team. Starting in the middle at the linebacker position, but when Coach Henton calls on you this week to play on the offensive side, making a big difference, trying to keep everybody sharp. Why is scout team so important for you to go that hard?
Honestly, well, the answer I give the coach is to make the offensive better. But really, when I go out there, it's like for me because I'll line up wherever they need me is wherever I go. I'll go on the D line, middle linebacker, wherever. But when I'm on the D line, I'm working on trying to get my hands better, trying to get some moves in. On the middle linebacker, I'm trying to work my eyes, read the quarterback, get to my zones as fast as possible. Like I take the scout offense, defense, whatever it is, I take that time for me to work on myself. I'm getting my teammates better too as I go because I'm not going easy, but I take that time for me, honestly.
Well, yeah, you know what? We talk about that. We were just talking about that with Nate as well. It's the 100%, right?
Yeah.
If you're giving 100%, you're requiring 100% from whoever you're going against. So you're making everybody better in the process. But is there, as a starter, sometimes that's a little bit of a harder thing to get your head around is,
Yeah.
maybe playing with the guys who aren't starting. And, was there ever that moment in your head, or was this immediately, no matter what, Tyree is here for the team?
Yeah, I'm getting out there. Wherever they need me is where like, wherever they need me, that's where I'm going. I'm making them better too, because maybe I do something good. They're watching what I'm doing. Like as a starter, I wouldn't say they look up to me, but maybe if I get back there in the backfield, or sometimes they'll call me a scout defense All American. Some they'll rewatch or try to replay what I did, like basically fix the offense and the defense. They're trying to figure out what I did to make them look bad, really. So it's like a learning experience for everybody.
Well, something I think that people don't realize that is the scout team. If the toughest player you've seen all week is happening Monday through Thursday, it makes Friday a whole lot better for you.
Yeah.
And if you're taking it serious and you're keeping these guys on it, that's the only way they're going to get better is if you keep going that tough. But let's talk a little bit about school. Let's talk a little bit about the off season. So what are you doing in school? What's your favorite part of school? As a junior, you got a lot of stuff going on.
School, really, I just try to fly through school. I take all the classes I need to get. I'm really not. I wouldn't say I'm not big on school, but me growing up, I've always been A B household. Can't get no C's or
I
else.
love it.
I mean, it's not a punishment, but it's looked down upon because I've never gotten bad grades before. So it's really just I fly through school, good grades, stay out of trouble, stay out the way, do whatever I got to do to just make it.
I'll tell you what, I believe it. And, I've got a personal relationship with this one right here only because I wouldn't want to answer to Tyree's mom. There is no way. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If she says A, B, she don't mean B minus. So, taking that seriously. But, outside of school, what are some of the things that you're doing to get better? Are you spending time in the gym? Are you playing other sports? What are you doing to find yourself?
I play other sports, but really I take it's the knowledge part that I try and get. Like my uncle, he's the head coach for Edgewood. I ask him questions about me personally, what he thinks I could do, where he thinks I'd fit best at. And film humbles you a lot.
Yes, it does.
That's one thing I've learned. Film humbles. I think I'm doing so good Friday night. I deserve this. I deserve that. You watch film, you're terrible. Terrible. You notice and when you're at Saturday morning when the coach is telling you what you're doing wrong, you might not even notice it watching it on your own. So I just take it like constructive criticism. Whatever I go to, whoever's closest, like Coach Tierre, my uncle is really who I talk to. I show him clips like what I did right, what I did wrong, how I could do to feel like watching my sophomore year is really what I go back to. It was bad. It was bad. That's why I try and play on scout team and try and everything I see that I did bad in the past, I might fix it. I might not make it better, but at least I know that I did it wrong. And so when I do it in game, it's not gonna happen again.
Well, you can't get better if you already think you're the best,
Yeah.
right? So, one of the things you got to do is be humble. And that's something that obviously has resonated with you. And you talk about, you've got a great person to run into here as Coach Tierre Hinton. And,
Yeah.
having another head coach right there at your
Yeah.
beck and call in Uncle Elijah Watt Cooper, who's a head coach over there at Edgewood. You got a heck of a knowledge basis to pull from. But you say you do play other sports. What are some other sports that you take part in?
Track and field, and I might go to the wrestling route, maybe, because I heard that it makes you better at football. We're really track and field, like the lifting part, the throwing part, the technique part, like paying attention to the little details. In other sports, it'll help me like sharpen paying attention to the small details in any sport that I play.
Listen, if my recommendation holds anything, I will tell you right now. Wrestlers make the best football players.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, I've never seen a wrestler afraid of contact, afraid to make a tackle, and most of the time the technique's already there because they're taking down people all season.
Yeah.
So if you're considering it, that's definitely something that can help somebody as big and strong as you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you grow about 4 inches a year since I've known you. As a baby, I can't wear your shoes no more.
Not even close. Honestly, I think the only thing stopping me from wrestling was the uniform. I couldn't wear that uniform. I still, to this day, I gotta wear shorts over it or something. I would have played last year if that uniform wasn't so tight.
Well, you guys heard it here. Wrestling coach over at Lakeside. Maybe you guys got to make some concessions here so we can get Big Ty, the guy, out there on the mat. Ty, what were some things that on Friday? What are some things that you did well, and what are some things that you want to improve on?
Improve on for sure. Watching film, I got to keep my head up. Like I get so close to making the tackle. I could have maneuvered this way if I would have kept my head up. And honestly, I think my glasses are holding me back, man. I gotta get some contacts.
I know you're a young guy, but do you remember Horace Grant?
Yeah, he had
Listen,
the goggles.
We might have to go rec specs.
I'm getting contacts, but the glasses, like just trying to worry about if they fall off. If I get my glasses off and I get contacts and I keep my head up, I feel I'd be a completely different player. Things that I did good. Like I said, watching film, it doesn't really look like you did anything good. But I feel like at that point, I was playing middle linebacker, so I fill the holes that I see personally, and I'm not scared to go hit somebody. It might look like I'm stutter stepping and all that, but I'm not scared. That's just me getting all in my head. But I'll go hit somebody if I gotta go hit somebody. I'll chase you down the field wherever.
Listen, right now, Coach Baker, his smile goes from here to here. Yeah. I mean, he loves to hear that as a defensive coordinator. Coming up this week, you guys got to we'll call it the home opener round 2. Okay, we're going to throw that last week out. You guys are going against a West Geauga team that's had a tough start, but by far can't be overlooked. What are some things that you, Tyree Anderson, has to get done if the Lakeside Dragons are getting their second win of the year?
I just got to work on my technique, working with my hands, making sure my eyes go where they need to go and keeping my head up. Really, it's my hands. I got to work on my hands because I try and lead into people, my shoulder pads, and I'm not going to win the game. I'm going to be downing my team, honestly, if I don't fix that. I got to.
You love to hear it. Listen, I'm telling you, rec specs. They can only make fun of you until you run them over. Yeah. All right? Nobody makes fun of a guy when they're looking up at him. I'm just saying.
They already call me glasses. Can't get no worse than that, man.
That was outstanding. Well, I wanted to tell you congratulations on getting that scout team. I am going to get the honor and the privilege of calling Lakeside this week for the West Geauga game at Lakeside. So I get to go back to my alumnus, my home over there at Lakeside. So I'm really, really excited to go out there and call it and not only get to see Tyree Anderson in the middle, get to see the Bartone zone live in color, get to see Jay Anthony, Jaws, Devin Miller, Czar, you name it. I'm ready for it. Lakeside, get ready for a big game this week. Thanks for coming on the show, Tyree. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.